Inferno, Canto 31. Approaching the ninth circle, divided into 4 rounds, Dante fancies he sees it surrounded by lofty towers. Virgil undeceives him and informs him they are giants: Nimrod, Ephialtes, Briareus, and Tereus. Takes both the poets in his arms and places them at the bottom of the circle.
The very tongue whose sharp rebuke had dyed my either cheek with shame of crimson hue, itself unasked a remedy supplied. Thus have I heard Achilles' lance possessed a charmed power as erst her father's due. Inflicting wounds it presently redressed, turning our backs upon the vale of woe. Then mounted we the rock which circles it, nor as we passed did aught of speech bestow. Here less that day and less that night we found, so that not far could I extend my sight, but through the gloom I heard a horn resound, such as would make the loudest thunder hoarse. Wherefore I turned mine eyes to whence it came, pursuing eagerly its awful course. Not that destructive day of carnage past, when Charlemagne had lost his sacred aim, sounded Orlando such a fearful blast. Then towards the place I somewhat raised my head, and many a lofty tower I seemed to ken. O master, what new land is this? I said, athwart the dusky air so long the way. Thine eye, quoth he, a sight can scarce obtain, and hence imagination leads astray. But thou wilt see, if there thou shouldst arrive, how much deceived by distance is the sense, wherefore to gain a nearer prospect strive. Then tenderly he took me by the hand, and said, ere we pursue our journey hence, that this delusion thou mayst understand. Know that not towers are these, but giants, who circling the bank stand one and all immersed, down from the middle in the pit below, as when a mist dispersing melts away, the eye by slow degrees taken in what erst concealed within the lurid vapor lay. Thus piercing through the gross and murky air, while slowly I approached the brink profound, my error fled, but soon was changed to fear, for as above its wide extended space, with lofty towers in monte region crowned, so is the shore which cloth this gulf embrace, by dreadful giants turreted throughout, whose persons half expose the fiery dart of thundering Jove still menaces this rout. Of one already I the face descried, the shoulders, breast, and of the paunch great part, the arms too hanging down on either side. Nature forsooth her counsels wisely planned. What time she ceased these monsters to create, depriving Mars of such arbiters, and if she repent not that the earth yet teems with elephants and whales, still more discreet in this to a discerning judge she seems. For when the noble faculty of mind to power is added, and to ill design, no remedy can man against them find. His face as long and e'en as wide, methought, as a St. Peter's in this brazen pine, and in proportion all his limbs were wrought. And thus the bank, which from the waist below girdled him round, so much above left seen, that vainly would Frieslanders bestow their pains to reach his hair. Such was his size, that 30 measured palms at least, I ween, appeared below where man his mantle ties. Forth issued from his savage lips a shout, Refegi mai amek izabi almi, for more harmonious sounds became him not. To him my guide, insensate spirit, rest. Keep to thy horn, and let its sound supply a vent to angry passions in the breast. Look on thy neck, and thou the band wilt find, which holds it fast, O thou distracted one. Lo round thy mighty breast it is entwined. To me he said, himself he hath accused, Nimrod is this, through whose proud thoughts alone one language is on earth no longer used. There let him rest, nor speak to him in vain, for e'en as he none else can understand, so others from his tongue no sense can gain. Then bearing to the left we onward passed, and found another still more fierce and grand, about the distance that a sling could cast. Who had the strength this giant huge to bind, I know not, but enchained upon his breast the left arm lay, the right arm was behind, girt with the chain, by which his breast was bound down from the neck, 5 times above his waist, a parent ran the circling fetters round. In conflict with dread Jove, the sovereign lord, wished this presumptuous one to try his might, exclaimed my guide, and this is his reward. His name is Philtes. When the giant made the gods to tremble, great was he in fight. No more he moves the arms which then he swayed. Much could I wish, O master, I exclaim, if it be possible that I might see Briare's huge immeasurable frame. He answered me, Thou shalt behold full soon Antaeus, who is loose and speaketh. He to guilt's profoundest deep shall bear us down. Far distant is the one thou wouldst survey, with fetters bound, like him thou seest withal. Thou more ferocity his looks betray. Never was earthquake so tremendous when it shakes some castle, tottering to its fall, as was the struggle of Philtes then. Then came o'er my soul a dread of death that ne'er till now I felt, and had I not surveyed the chains that bound him, life had failed through fear. We then proceeded on, and presently we reached Antaeus, whose beside his head 5 ells at least towered o'er the cavity. O thou, who in thou memorable field, where valiant Scipio won a deathless name, and Hannibal's proud host was forced to yield, 1,000 lions bore thy prize away. And by whose aid, if we may trust to fame, hadst thou thy brethren joined in the affray, the sons of earth had gained the victory. Bear us below where icy bonds congeal, Cocytus' stream, nor our request deny, lest we to Tydion or to Tisius go. See, here is one, with power to do thy will, wherefore disdain us not, but bend thee low. On earth he still may renovate thy frame, for yet he lives and life hath yet in store. Unless his spirit grace should sooner claim, my master thus, him seized without delay, the giant in his mighty hands, of yore, by Hercules experienced with dismay. When Virgil felt his grasp, to me he said, So place thyself that I may take thee. Then one group both of himself and me he made, as Caracenda viewed by one below. What time a cloud flies o'er it, seems to lean in opposite directions. Even so to me appeared Antaeus as I stood, in wonder, and so fearful was his guise, I gladly would have gone some other road. But in the abyss he lightly set us down, where Lucifer with traitor Judas lies, nor longer remained inclining thus, but soon rose as the mast from deck is seen to rise.